So guys, we're going to give you a quick tutorial on how to use WeVideo to make and edit a video. Now, first thing you want to do is you want to go to Google and you want to go to WeVideo. Now, we all have WeVideo accounts and we're going to use Google to sign in. So you're going to use your normal Nishamini logon, your normal Nishamini password, and you're going to log on to your account in WeVideo. Now, when you get there, you're going to see this screen right here. So here on your dashboard is where you can start all your projects. So for example, you can go to create a new and you could start a new video or recording or a GIF or a podcast. There's also lots of templates you could use. The other thing you can do on your dashboard is access some of your ongoing projects for a quick edit. I actually don't start my projects here. This isn't a screen that I use a lot. When I first begin something, I go to this tab here called projects. And when I click on projects, I could use this plus button down here. If I want to create a new project, I want you to think of a project as a folder. So for example, if you're in social studies class right now or science class, and you're gonna make a bunch of social studies or science videos, you can create one folder and call it science. Within that project, you can have lots and lots of videos. So look at mine. I have two different folders. One is called read-alongs. One is called remote learning coach tutorials. In read-alongs, I have a bunch of stories which my wife and I did read-alongs for my kindergarten's class. Now in remote learning coach tutorials, these are the videos I've made as tutorials for teachers and students. They're all under the same project, but they're different videos. So that's what I suggest you do. You can make a folder for projects and you can call it whatever your class is, and then you can make all of your different videos in that folder. So here's the one I'm making for you right now. It's called WeVideo Tutorial for Students. And when we go into that one, you're going to see what I'm doing to help myself get ready to make this video. Now in this video, you can see that I have all these folders. And all these folders are called media. And media is the next tab that I'll show you up top. When I click on media, you can see that I have folders. And in these folders, I have videos, I have sounds, I have pictures that I've taken from the internet. I have all these things, and you can see I've named these folders what the video was about. And in order to make a new folder in media, you just right click or two-finger click, and you can create a new folder. Now, when you're in media and you want to move something to a new folder, what I'll do right now actually is I'll make a folder so you can see it, new folder. I'm going to call it read-alongs. And let me hit create. There's my new folder. And this pumpkin page 1, which is for a read-along that I'm doing, I'm going to move it into my read-along folder. Now, I think I should just be able to drag this thing over, but that's not the way it works. You have two choices. One, you can click on it, and in the top right-hand corner, you can see there's this move tool. I could use that, or I could just click on it, and I can click on move, and then I will find the folder that I want to put in. And I can see here I have my read-along folder. I click on that, hit move, and now I've put that image into my read-along folder. And that's how you clean up, and that's how you organize your media. And you'll want to do that because the more videos you create, the more organized you need to be. The next tab along the top is exports. When I show you exports, the reason I'm showing you exports is so you can see where do all my finished products go, all my finished videos. And this is where all your finished videos go. For example, here are all the videos I finished as a remote learning coach. So when I go into them, these are the ones I've created. I've sent them to teachers. I've sent them to my YouTube channel. And this is where you're going to find your videos when they're completed. Now, when I'm in media, you have everything. You have all the small pieces and all the individual pictures you used, and the completed project is what you'll find in exports. All right, well, now you know all about dashboards, projects, media, and exports. So the next thing you want to do is you want to start editing a video. So let me show you how to edit a video. I'm going to use this read-along project that I'm working on. And I'm going in there. It's called Halloween. And when I go in there, I just want to show you that all of my media is available to me. And when I'm in here, I want to start to notice these tabs here in the bottom left that says audio, video, video 2. Now I want you to think of this as, I don't know, these are layers. Maybe you think of it as a cake or something. Now the very first layer, video 1, that's your background. And if I wanted to bring something else in and put it on top of my background, I would have to go in video 2. So for example, video 1 is this background. If I wanted to put a text box on top of that, I would click on text. I would pick out what I wanted. It shows me it shows me an example of what it would look like. I'll drag it down on top of it, and now it's there. It's there, but I still need to change it and make it say what I want to say. So I'm going to go here and over the word bada, I'm going to put happy. Halloween. I'll put students here. And you can see that if I wanted to, I could change the color. And this is just one example of how one thing works here. And I'll save my changes. And now let's go back and play it, and you can see how this works. Now here's me playing it. You can see right now how it pops up. And that works because it's layered. The very first layer, video 1, is your background. And anything else you want to put on top of it has to go in video 2 or video 3. If I needed to add an additional layer, I would hit this plus button here. And it's going to say, what do you want to add? Do you want to add video or music or voices? I want to add another video track. So here we go. Add a track, video. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly have a picture. So I'm going to go into my media. And I know I have a couple things in here. I call this stock video and images. And I want to put this into my background as well. And I have my Bitmoji classroom here, which I think is just something I use once in a while. Let me bring this in. So I'll drag it down. And once again, like we talked about, it's a layer. Now that just took up the whole screen, and I didn't want it to take up the whole screen. So what do? I edit it. See this pencil right here? It's an editing tool. I click on that, and now it gives me the things I need to edit something. Now immediately I noticed that I have these ways to shrink whatever I wanted. So I could just shrink it. And now it's nice and small, and wherever I want to put, I can drag it around. I could also do all these things to it. Okay. And I have different options. And once you get more comfortable with this, you'll see your different options. All right. If I was using a green screen, this is where I would use the dropper and the green, and I'd remove all the green. So that would be right there. But listen, I'm just showing you, this is how you layer something, and this is how you change the different layers. Okay, let me hit save my changes, and I'm going to bring this back and I'll play it again. So this thing right here, this blue thing here, this is my play ahead, and I can drag this wherever I want to start. So I could drag this left or right. And when I'm dragging it, I'm telling it where to start. I can see up here, there is this timeline here. There's this, 0 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and play this from the beginning. And you can see how I'm continuing to add layers to my video. All right. Now listen, I want to add some sound. I think some sound is always interesting to add. I like it when people have sound in theirs. So I'm going to go up to audio. And up here in audio, I'm going to pick the very first thing. Okay. I'll pick Discovery Mega Music. I'm just going to drag it down. When I drag it down, it's now there. And I'll go back to the beginning. I'll drag it all the way to the left so it starts in the very beginning of when I start this whole video. Keep going. And now what I'll do is I'll play it. All right, I added some audio. It was pretty loud though. There is a blue bar right here on my audio. It says 100% volume. Let me bring that down. Let me bring it down to 50. You know what? By the time it's over, I want to bring it a lot further down. Almost have it fade out. You can see I can go all the way over to where this ends. Man, this thing doesn't end for a while. When you have something like this, you're like, I just keep moving over and it's not working. You could take yourself further out of the view by hitting this subtract button here. And I can see everything in a much smaller scale. There we go. Let me bring this all the way over so I don't have so much to play with. Wow, that's great. All right, so I have my audio track. You know what, though? I just don't need all that. I wish there was something I could use to just cut the piece out that I don't want. And there is. What you could use to cut the piece out that you don't want is the cut tool. So whenever you click on a I don't know, a track, this is video 3. Look how there's an orange square around it, or orange border. Same thing with video 2, orange border. Video 1, orange border. Even my audio, orange border. When you select something and there's an orange border, I can drag this to where I want, and now I can cut it. Watch how I cut it where that line is. Now cutting it just divides it into 2 different sections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that part of it. I don't need that part of it. So it'll stop right there. And that's how you use the cut tool that's up here. So in this next part of the video, we're going to show you how to use the import, record, or narrate features for your video. And this is when you want to start to make the video and add yourself into it. So one of the first things you might want to do is you might want to import something. And let me show you what it looks like when you want to import something. So I'm going to bring you over to that project that we've been working on my other screen here. And here it is. I'm importing a picture, a file, something. So here is the import button. And you can see that I can browse and select it from my computer. I can use my Google Drive. I can use all kinds of different ways to bring something in. Let me bring something in. I'm going to browse to select, and it's going to bring up everything that I have saved to my computer. And I even have my Google Drive accessible to me over here. But I'm just going to bring in one picture of my pumpkin book I have here. And I'm going to hit open, and it's going to bring it in. And that's how I will bring something in. That's how I import something into my project. You can see it's right here. Here's page 10, pumpkin. And I'm going to bring that right over here and just drag it down. And it's the next page of my book. I put it right on top of an existing page. So it's asking me if I want to replace it, what's already there, or if I want to insert it and push other things aside. What I'm actually going to do is just kind of click away from there because I didn't want either of those options. I just put it into the wrong spot. So I'll just drag it down again, making sure that, see that green frame it has around, that green border? That means it's in a place and it's not on top of anything else. So go ahead, I'll drop it right in there. And now I have my next picture ready to go. So I just imported this picture using the import button. All right, the next button I want to show you is the record button. When I click on record, it gives me the webcam, the screen, or my screen and my webcam. And this is what you see a lot right now, especially with our Zoom. You can see something in the background and you see a little picture of the teacher in there, and that could be you if you wanted to. But these are your 3 standard options: webcam, screen, or screen and webcam. All right. Last thing I want to show you is narrate. Narrating is when you already have an image and you don't want your background in, you don't want your picture in there, you just want to do a voiceover for something that you can see. And when you click on narrate, it says get close to the mic and click record. And I already did this. I hit record just so I had an example so I could show you. So I'm not going to hit record, but this is what you do. You'd hit record right here. And now let me hit this X to get rid of that because I don't want to do it. And what I want to show you is that when I use the narrate button, it created a voiceover track right here. So listen, I'm not sure at home if you can always hear the video when I'm doing these tutorial videos, but I'm going to hit play and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. And let's see. So I was able to hear in my headset, I was able to hear the audio track I put down. I was able to hear the voiceover I did. And then right there on the screen, you can see that I have that second picture that I imported. So we just went through import, record, narrate, and really these are all the things you need to put together a video. Of course, when you get in there, check out these things up here that maybe we didn't go through, a transition, a background. All these things come standard with WeVideo. And as you use WeVideo, you'll learn more and more about how to do it better. But I want to leave just part one of our training just right here. And if there's more that you want to learn, I'll come back in the classes or I'll make another video to kind of get you to the advanced level. But where you are right now, you are ready to go. You have all the tools you need to make a video. And the last thing you would need to do is simply hit finish. And when you hit finish on a video, it's going to turn it into a finished product that you can export, save it to your Google Drive, share it with your teacher. And then where would you find that? You would find that right here in your exports if you ever needed to have access to it again. And you can always go back in to your projects and find that video that you finished, that you exported, and you can make more changes to it. So it's never really finished. You can always access it again. So with that, guys, I just want to say, I really appreciate your time. I hope you all learned a lot, and I hope you're ready to make some WeVideos and help your teachers out because they're going to need you to teach them because we learn as much from you as you do from us. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in your classes, okay? Have a great one. Bye, guys.